I think I will talk, or my plan is to talk, and hopefully this event will take place in Colombia again. It was a wonderful event 2 years ago. I will talk again about, and I think this is state of the art, about using digital media in occupational safety and health. And as we all know, social media are already widely in place and can be used and are still already be used in promoting health and safety. But I think we have to enhance this. So I'm planning to talk about using digital media on the one hand, on the other hand, how to especially approach small and medium-sized companies, and also the whole bunch of self-employed people, like crowd and click workers, gig working people, solo self-employed people. You know, we have a lot of businesses comprising of solo self-employed people, and we do not have so many ideas how to approach them with our topics, with health and safety at work. And I think these times of crisis also have can have a benefit, an outcome, that we will find more ways of approaching these hard to reach target groups. I think it's very important, and therefore we are in a good position and on a good track, I think, to make clear that the people and to educate the people that they have to take a serious look at the sources of information. So if you are a service provider with quality information, and for example, ISA is, I would say, a reliable quality information provider. This is the same with my organization, the German Social Accident Insurance, and our members, the accident insurance institutions for the sectors like construction, woodworking and metal industry and others like this, or healthcare industry. These are relatively well-known service and information provider, and they have to play their cards in this way that they say, we are providing only quality assured information and not any kind of fake news. And I think to point out that that it is imminent and essential that you have to look for the provider of the information is one topic we have to take the focus on for the people. We have to teach them, and it's some sort of teaching, and to tell them you have to look at your sources. And it's everybody can have a Twitter account or any other kind of social media account and can provide, as you already said, any kind of news. Yeah, it's about quality and it's about reliable sources of information. And I will point out this as well, that the people have to cross-check any kind of information. And it's always the thing, if someone is proposing you via a channel of social media, for example, that he has the holy grail, you can be absolutely sure that this cannot be true. It's hard work. Health and safety at work, it's always hard work, and it's even harder for self-employed people, for very small enterprises, for micro enterprises, because they are struggling to survive in their businesses. And in many cases, health and safety is an extra, is on top for them, because normally they do not have accidents. They do not see so many accidents. For them, it's a rare occasion. But for us, who we are aggregating all data, we see that the majority of accidents are happening in small and medium-sized enterprises. So the source of information is essential, and I will point out this. Yeah, for us it's hard, and we are looking for solutions as well. We do not have the holy grail as well. For example, at ISA, actually, you know that we have this very successful Vision Zero campaign, which already started in 2017 during the World Congress in Singapore. And we actually have more than 12,000 supporting international institutions, national organizations, as well as companies. More than 8,000, I think up to 9,000 companies of all sizes, very small ones up to very big ones like Siemens, IBM or something like this. But I think this is also, we learned that this is not the way how we can, although this guide on Vision Zero with the 7 golden rules is very comprehensive, it is not sufficient to reach small and medium-sized enterprises and by far not self-employed people. So we are actually working out, and I will present this in the course of my presentation, and Katarina as well, or maybe 2 presentations, one on digital media and the other one on how to reach small and medium-sized enterprise and self-employed. We are preparing a very condensed guide just to approach the people or the companies who are not already in health and safety, engaged in health and safety, with the first steps of health and safety, or let's say with the core messages. In Germany, for example, although we always think that we are very, very much advanced in health and safety compared to many other places in the world, we learned that our micro enterprises have only executed risk assessment to a very, very limited extent. In some sectors, less than 10% of the companies, of the micro enterprises, have a risk assessment in place for the workplaces. So we have to do it at a low barrier entrance or a low barrier approach. It's a wonderful location where ORP is organizing the next ORP conference. ORP took the chance very early to put a focus on Vision Zero. I think we are speaking the same languages in this context. I would like to include in this conference the knowledge we have in the social accident insurance scheme in Germany about how to reach small and medium-sized enterprises, how to reach self-employed people. We know that we still have a long way to go, but I think we have some successful examples of approaches for small and micro enterprises in health and safety. Yeah, this is one thing. The other thing is it's a wonderful place. I've been there, so it's worth to go there. And last time, I think there were more than 1,200 experts. And there were absolutely lively discussions. It was good to get an impression how engaged, especially Latin America is. And I still know this from the World Congress 2014 in Frankfurt in Germany, which I was the chief organizer, that we had the majority of participants coming from Colombia. So we had, I think, 4,000 participants at this conference and 116 were coming from Colombia. So Colombia, although many people might think is not so much into health and safety, it's much more than you might think. And you will meet a wonderful audience who is very much interested. A local one, but as well an international one.